What's going on, you guys? My name is Angelo, and I make YouTube videos of the tattoos I do. And dude, it's been a while. All right, in these videos, I voice over a lot of them and kind of say what I do and this and that. But if you're a returning subscriber, what up, y'all? Welcome back. If you're not subscribed, like, comment, and subscribe. But basically, in this video, I got my boy Dylan. He flew in from New York. He was the last time I tattooed him. We were supposed to do a 2-day session on his neck. We actually did it in one session. I did a rose right here and then a dove. So today we're gonna basically complete the rest of the neck. We're gonna put an angel on the back of his head. Dylan, you're a champ. Let's go ahead and let's roll this video. Alright, so that's what you can see right now, what we already started. You know, we kind of took a minute finding the right angel to put on his neck. You know, everyone's gonna see it, so at first we found one that was like pretty detailed and it would have been cool, but then we found another one that it just fit a little more better, so you gotta go with the one that just naturally fits better. And you can see me taking off the stencil right now. So let's go over the drops that I like to use. I use dynamic black ink. I use the first cap is full black. The second cap is half full. The third cap is about 25%. And then the fourth cap, or the middle cap, that cap right there was just the bottom. And then the third one was the bottom half. And then the last one was just one drop. And the needles that I like to use, so this is the neck piece, so I was going more on like a kind of like a fine line, but you can't really see the lines when I would shade off of it. So I wasn't doing like the solid kind of fine lines, but I'm using a 5-liner, and then I'm also gonna be using I'll probably be using a 7 mag. When I see, then I'll know kind of the ones that I was using. But I was for sure using a 7 curve mag, a 13 curve mag, a 27 curve mag, and then if I see any other ones that I think that I might have used, then I'll just let you know with those. All of these needles are Cheyenne. Cheyenne is a really cool company. I use a lot of different kinds of needles, but for right now, I am using Cheyenne's. And all of this stuff that I'm doing, this is just kind of how I like to do my tattoos, the stuff that I like to use. So the machine I'm using a Zion, and I'm using the disposable grips. I'm also using that wrap stuff. I get like one whole wrap and I just wrap the whole machine. Like, I like how it's squishy. Some people like will half wrap it with like a paper towel and then wrap it with that stuff, but like I just like it kind of squishy, like, you know, so I'm not feeling like I'm holding it hella tight. But so right here we're gonna be using the 7 mag, and kind of for this part I'm just gonna be like shading like some background off of it. So we already did the dove before, so I'm just kind of adding on to it. You know, this area of the tattoo, to tattoo in this area, it's kind of tricky because it's on the neck. The neck, you naturally have like a lot of waves of like, you know, your skin is like, and then you got this, it's like, you know, there's naturally a lot of different like textures. And so for this part, I had him sitting on a chair like this, like with the back part in front of him, and just told him to just make sure his head goes down so it stretches out the skin right here. And it'll just be easier to like apply the ink in there. And you guys can see right now that I'm still using the 7 mag, and usually with like clothing, like for statues, I use the 7 mag a lot just because I try not to put too many like hard lines. I let the mag kind of do the lines for me, just because I feel like it sometimes it could give it like that extra, like the flowing of like the shirt of it. And then that line that I did at first, I just shade off of it all, just so it kind of brings the shirt right here, it kind of brings it back a little bit, and it'll bring that arm forward. And then if you guys could tell also right here, I'm stretching out the skin. I always try to make sure I stretch out the skin as much as possible. So what I'd like to do is called the 3-point stretch, and you stretch with this, and then I stretch with my palm, and then I'll go in and shade and stuff. And then I just noticed that it helps me a lot when I'm kind of trying to apply some of the ink. If you guys have any ways that you like to, you know, stretch out the skin or whatever, go ahead and put it in the comments. I'm always open to learning new things. So, and then right here, now we're just using the 5 liner, and I'm gonna be outlining the rest of like her shoulder right here, and then I'm gonna start outlining some of the smoke in the background. I didn't want to just make the background too empty, so like I put a little bit of smoke streams in there. And I just used the 5 liner, and you guys can see like, you know, I'm kind of taking my time, and then I'll go like that first, like outline it, and then I'll go back in and make the lines more saturated if I need to. And then right here I'm just outlining it with the 5 liner. I mean the 7 mag. And then so most of this is gonna kind of be the background. If you guys don't know already, I have an Instagram. You guys can go ahead and follow it. My Instagram is @tattoo_Angelo. And also, I'm gonna be opening up a tattoo shop. So if you guys are interested on how I approach trying to open up a tattoo shop and all the things, this and that, you guys can check out the Instagram for the tattoo shop. It's called Elysian Tattoo Gallery. Elysian_tattoo_gallery. You guys can go ahead and give that a follow, and then we can, you know, I'm gonna try to update as much as possible when the shop's being built and all that. Also, I'm gonna be putting some clips up on YouTube too, so I got other videos for that. And now this part right here, it's getting more towards like the warp of the neck a little bit, so I have to really make sure I start stretching the skin out a little bit better. But this is all still like 7 mag, and then I'm using a little, like sometimes I'll use like a 5 liner to kind of go in there, but for the most part I'm going to be using a 7 mag on the clothing. If you guys haven't seen the other video yet of me tattooing the other side of his neck, the link will be in the description below. You guys can check that out too. Dylan, this guy's a savage, like for real. Yeah, most of this I just used the 7 mag. Now we're getting more towards the like the shoulder, and just the drops that I was using right there, probably about like my middle tone, like maybe like 25% to half a cap. And then we're doing the shoulder right there. So more with like the shoulder, I wanted to keep it a little lighter. So that one's about like 25%. See, you can see how I positioned him. That's a good angle of showing you guys, like, you know, for this tattoo, I don't think I sat down one time to tattoo him. I think it was all me standing up to do this piece. Sometimes you just gotta take those sacrifices and just be like, oh, my back's gonna be hurting tonight, but he's gonna have a cool looking tattoo. And with the placement too, we even went up on the head. And right here, now we're doing the neck. The neck is like more of like a darker tone right here, and then we kind of shaded off of that, cause like the lighting kind of came from like the head kind of going this way, so it was like more the chin was kind of hitting it right there. I'm sure like right before we started the neck part of it, tattooing a neck on a neck. Anyways, we probably took a little break, you know, got something to eat. Well, just for me, just my personal kind of thing, I'd probably take about, if I'm doing like an 8-hour tattoo, I'd probably take about 6 breaks. But, you know, I understand, like, you know, like the less breaks the better, but I need breaks too, you know, like my eyes will strain, my back. I gotta, like, usually an hour or 2 into tattooing, I kind of just like step back for a second. Helps me kind of look at the piece too, and then I'll go and stretch out, kind of get my blood flow back to my legs, and then we'll get back into it. So right here, we're just doing some of that background that I was talking about, that I didn't want it to look too empty. So I just started doing some of that background. Some more of that smoke. Yeah, I'm using a 7 mag. Yeah, so most of this tattoo, I just use a 7 mag now that I'm kind of looking at it. I know I'll pull out the 27 mag, but yeah, for most of this tattoo, it's looking like the 7 mag. So now you guys can see the disposable grips that it has for the Zion. Usually it comes with like a metal part where the stencil wrap is, but you could just unscrew that and you go ahead and get the disposable ones. I really like those, but I do think I want to try a new machine real soon. So if you guys have any suggestions, excuse me. One that I'm eyeing is the Bishop wand. I think that one looks really cool. There's like a shader and a liner. I think that's the next machine that I might get. I've used a lot of Bishop's products already, and I really like the products. So I think that will be the next thing that I'm going to use, is just to try it out, you know, keep it exciting and kind of, you know, try different things out. Now we're starting like more of the detail on the face. I'm outlining with the 5 liner, like on the head and stuff, and I'm just gonna shade off of that. I tried to keep the head more like solid black shapes and solid structures, just so, you know, it could hold up a little bit more over time. So I outlined it first, and then I put in some of my blacks like on the upper right here, and then on the nose and all that. And then like on the lip, I did that one too. So right here, now this is that looks like the 13 mag, because I wanted to, you know, the 7 mag can only have so much coverage, so I used the 13 mag now. Kind of just took my time a little bit, just like made that part more darker in the background. I don't think for this part I adjusted him at all. Just kind of still stayed with that kind of stance. Make sure we took breaks, you know. So I feel like, you know, getting a head tattoo, because that's basically like a head tattoo also, which is pretty intense, because he kind of came for the neck, and I was like, we'll just blast it like this. We'll put it right there. But I've heard people like they would get like headaches when they got tattooed on the head and did it in this and that. So I was like, you know, drink your water, you know, stay hydrated. Always got to make sure your clients are hydrated, or if they ate, you know, got to make sure they eat before the tattoo. I have had people, you know, pass out in the past, not recently. I think the last time someone passed out on me was like 3 years ago, but that's for another video. We'll talk about that in another video. And then right here, now we're just doing the background shading, kind of toning over that smoke, finishing off some of the background shading for the head right here. You know, I just kept it a little bit more darker, just so it pops out a little more, because that's like more of the main thing you'll see is like the head. So like I wanted that to be more pronounced. If I even used pronounced in the right sentence, I think I did. This tattoo was really fun to do though, like just kind of like, I guess this is like a pretty slow-mo part of it. This is a pretty slow-mo part of it right here. I don't know You meant to do that? It's all good. We'll see. We'll keep it though. But this is a perfect time for you to go get something to drink, get some, you know, whoop de whoop and this and that. Perfect time to like, comment, and subscribe, and put something in the comments. I forgot what I said. What kind of machines do you guys like to use? That was one of them. And then the other one was I forgot. Oh, how you like to set up, what needles you like to use. I think my go-to needles are the 5-liner, and I was doing the 7-liner for like a couple months, but I like the 5 and the 9-liner right now. And then the 13 curve mag, the 7 curve mag. No, I'm not even using the 7 curve mag at the moment. I'm using the 9 mag now. 9, 13, 17, 23 sometimes, and then 27. 27 for sure. All right, so now we're just doing more of the background black. So we went to go eat, what did we eat? What was it called? The burger spot. It was good. No. We ordered. Oh, fucking. Whoa. Not burger, sorry. Not Burger Patch. No. We had some burgers. If you guys. Shake Shack. Have you guys ever had Shake Shack? That is fire. Man, Shake Shack is good. I live in California, so we have In-N-Out, and you know, a lot of people be hyping up In-N-Out, and it is good. Shake Shack is good too, though. Okay, you know. You know, some of you guys are gonna be hating on me, but I'm gonna say it right now, and I don't care if you guys hate on me. But I had Raising Cane's the other day. It was okay. Right?
The sauce is good.
The sauce was good. I like.
Texas sauce is hella good.
I like mustard, and I like pickles and stuff like that. And that sauce kind of tasted like that kind of genre, and I like that stuff. But the you know, the chicken stuff just as it is, it's good. Now, am I gonna wait in line again for 40 minutes for that? No, I'm not. But if it was quick, you know, like whatever, I would. So, sorry guys. You know, we're on food topics. I could go on and on about food. Anyways, let's go ahead and get back into this tattoo. So, now we're back onto the eyes and stuff. So, like I said, I wanted to keep it more like on the darker side. So, kind of like, you know, that's more of the structure. In this piece, in my opinion, what I like to do is when I look at pieces, you know, I kind of think, what is the most important part of the piece and what do I want to capture the most? So let's kind of say like a lion, right? So what's the most important part of a lion? A lion head. What's the most important part of the lion head? Now, if you want it growling, you know, you can see the teeth and the face. It's the teeth and the face, and then the hair, you know, it kind of just goes. But the most important part for that is the teeth and the face. So that's what I try to capture the most, and then I'll add pieces around, and then wherever the fur goes, okay. But the main part is the teeth and the face. So now for this, I saw the angel, and I was like, what's the most important part? In my opinion, that's what I kind of draw my eyes towards, is the face of the angel. The wings come next, you know? So that's why we place it like this, where you can see the face, and then you'll see the wings. And this is kind of what I started right here. We did like a little bit of smoke that there was a previous artist that did the name, so I kind of just went around it. And then I just kind of like added to what I previously did, and then I just did some smoke around it, just a little bit. But like another kind of thing is like, I'm trying to think like how I was saying like the most important piece. What's another kind of like this? I guess like, you know, like I tattooed the Statue of Liberty one time, and he kind of wanted like the head, but like, you know, we only had so much to work with, and I told him like, you know, I'm down to do the Statue of Liberty, and the most important piece, in my opinion, is the face and then the hand. Like the you know, the robe or whatever, you don't want so much robe because then you got a robe tattoo, like a whole bunch. So like we just did the head and the hand. You know what I mean? I try to find the most important piece of the tattoo. Anyways, we're starting the white. So with the white, I tried to put a lot like on the spots that mainly hit it. So like the nose, and I outlined the head so it kind of sets it out a little bit. And then like some of the eye, and then like a little bit on the hair. And for the white, I'm using dynamic ink. Well, now I'm using Star Bright. Like I said, I change up so many times with my tattoos, and when I do it, like it is what it is, you know. Thank you guys for watching. All right, until next time, Dylan, you're a champ. Go ahead, check out the rest of it. Peace, y'all.